Hi everybody, I wanted to record this really short video to introduce this assignment for you, and I'm doing that because it's sort of a different assignment from most others in this class, if for no other reason than for the fact that it's tackling some pretty old classics, 2,500-year-old readings from Plato's and Aristotle's canon. And I wanted to give you a really quick sort of explanation of why I decided to include these readings and these questions into our course. Um, these are the foundational works in writing studies and rhetorical studies that essentially look at definitions and explanations of the very discipline of study and practice of rhetoric as it was invented and articulated by these scholars over 2,000 years ago. And since there is sort of a proliferation of incorrect definitions and understandings of what rhetoric is and isn't, these days if you turn on the news you see people using the word rhetoric incorrectly all the time. I thought it would be important for us to go back to the origins of this term and the origins of the study of rhetoric to look at how these ancient scholars talked about it and its uses. And the reason I'm pairing Plato with Aristotle here is because in rhetorical studies they represent sort of these very different schools of thought on what rhetoric is and what it's useful for. You will find, if you read carefully, that Plato and Aristotle differed significantly in their views on rhetoric and what it's supposed to be used for. And so I want you to try and get a sense of those differences as well. So now, how to do this assignment. This is a challenging assignment, and it may appear to be quite difficult, especially for those of you who are new to our field. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the question that I posted, the discussion post at the end of this assignment before you begin reading. And as you read, keep that question in mind. Read with a purpose. Keep in mind that at the end of the reading you will have to tackle that question and nothing else. And so I want you to read for that question, for those things in the question. Phaedrus, Plato's dialogue, is particularly long, and don't worry about trying to understand everything in it and remember everything in it. Just read for that one piece. What, according to Plato, is rhetoric and what is it good for? And then when you get to Aristotle, also read everything about Aristotle with that one question in mind. What is Aristotelian rhetoric and how is it different from Platonic rhetoric? And then in your post try to articulate those definitions and those similarities and differences. I hope you have fun with this. This is a bit different from most of the other readings we'll be doing in this class, and I look forward to reading your posts. Thank you.